Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here, with a reply to Gratex. Mr. Gratex has made an inept and bungling reply to my video, which was titled, "Coming Soon to a British Isle Near You, Civil War." His reply is titled, "Britain Will Not Become an Islamic State." In his video, he compares Irish immigration to America with Muslim immigration to Britain. At first glance, I was taken aback that he so casually dismisses such a serious problem, but he is right on some counts. For example, Irish terrorism tore Britain asunder for decades, starting in 1969, and the Muslims may treat Britain to another spell of such violence for decades to come. So he's hit the target on that count. Also, the Irish were religious ignoramuses, pardon the redundancy, as are the Muslims. The Irish were motivated by religion, as the Muslims are. We've all heard the one about the atheist driving through the countryside near Belfast, who hit an IRA roadblock, was pulled from his car and asked at gunpoint, "Are you Protestant or Catholic?" "I'm an atheist," was the reply. After a brief instant of confusion, the gunman asked, "Are you Protestant atheist or Catholic atheist?" The Muslims are viewed as a foreign culture. Likewise, the Irish were and are viewed as a culture separate and distinct from Britain. Nothing more painfully and blatantly exposes the parochialism and small-mindedness of the Brits as the fact that they regard an island 30 miles off of their coast as foreign territory. How very Iron Age their attitude can often be. The answer to Britain's problems is painfully obvious from these historical examples. Stop government preference for religion. Stop building mosques. Stop persecuting Catholics. Stop paying priests. The implementation of this solution is just about as likely as a British flight to the moon. It may happen, but not this century. Pathetically, Mr. Gratex does not even use British history to illustrate his point. He uses a document from the American Know-Nothing Party, which was active in the 1830s and 40s, showing that American fears of Catholic terrorism were unfounded. His cherry-picked examples add more force to my argument and undermine his, where America had no long-term problems with the Irish. Britain did. The same parallel can be expected in the future with regard to Muslims. America will have relatively little problem with Muslims within its borders, while Britain is fated to suffer riots and bombings, possibly for generations to come. And so, Mr. Gratex, I'll admit your point, if you will accede to mine. You are right that America's system of freedom successfully contained the Irish problem. But I'm right that Britain's efforts at controlling the culture of its citizens has backfired in the past with the Irish, and is set to explode in the future over the Muslim question. There may yet be time to avert disaster and civil war. But if Britain persists in its multiculturalism and anti-Western policy, all the time in the world will not be enough to solve the problem. Only freedom can do that.